Well, after winning the Community Shield today, Arsenal have gone ahead to overtake Liverpool, and they've now won it 17 times. And the only team that's gone ahead to win it more times than Arsenal is Manchester United. Arsenal has won it 17 times, and Man United have gone ahead to win it 21 times. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? A group by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and we are here to take you through the player ratings of Arsenal players on how they really performed on the day. That is down there at Wembley. They've gone ahead to put up a very thrilling performance, and I believe you guys have gone ahead to enjoy it, and you are just even calling for more and more and more and more. Let's see close to 500 likes on this video, because it's really one of the biggest that you guys will obviously ever watch here onto this channel. Now we are going to start off from Aaron Ramsdale and all the players that really came on the field of play, and obviously let you know who my man of the match was. Now also don't forget to subscribe, because we want to hit 17,000 subscribers before the end of this month, and hope you guys really take us to that hill. Now we start off with the goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale. I think he made like 3 good saves that really kept Arsenal in the game, and all those saves came in a moment when Arsenal was 1 goal down. That is meaning that if any of those went in, then the game would have been over for Arsenal, and it was easy for them to give up, because 2 goals down against Man City is like a remembrance, you know, of the previous 2 games they're gonna hate to play, because they once were 1-1, then City went ahead and obviously put themselves ahead, and then Jack Grealish put it to 3-1 at Etihad. City finished the first half by 2 goals to nil, and I think they never got back. So Aaron Ramsdale played a very huge part in today's game, and I really believe that he's one of the players that really gave Arsenal this desired draw that saw them go to penalties and obviously lift the Community Shield. Now I'm giving Aaron Ramsdale an 8 out of 10. That is it. Some people are going to find my ratings weird, but if a team wins like Arsenal and they're beating Man City, you have to obviously give them credit, because it never comes on a daily basis. If we know, you know. Now we go to Benjamin White. Solid, closed down Jack Grealish and pocketed him very, very well, and Jack Grealish had no signal, or showed no signal really threatening Arsenal. Press resistant, and he obviously went ahead to really drop back into the central defense every time he was called in for. That is Benjamin White. I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. We go to Julian Timber, who played as the left back for the Arsenal side. Guys, he's one of the best performing players at the field of play for the 73 minutes played in for before Kian Tierney came on the field of play, and I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. Julian Timber was really superb, and he showed us why Arsenal went ahead to spend that huge amount of money for him. Remember, when United was playing Man City in the FA Cup finale on the 3rd of June, Julian Timber was among the players or the spectators at that field, and I think he was like patrolling and scouting out how City plays, and he got his answers right. Today, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden couldn't find a way through his side, and he really looked solid. Even going forward, he was really great. But the most important bit of it all is how press resistant he has been in this game, and he really played very, very well. That is Julian Timber. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. First competitive debut for Arsenal. We wait and see whether I think, is it on Sunday, whether Mikel Arteta is going to go ahead and obviously give him a go into his starting 11 as they take on Nottingham Forest at the Emirates. Now, central defense, Gabriel Magalhaes. Obviously, we all know him, that he's always a mistake away, and he was threatened by Haaland for the previous 2 times they met in the league and the FA Cup, but obviously has found himself in a situation of silencing him, and he deserves a 7 out of 10 for me. That is Gabriel Magalhaes. And William Saliba, oh guy, a Rolls Royce in making, very good guy, press resistant, and the energy he's going to have to put on the field of play has seen himself pocket Erling Haaland, and he was nowhere to be seen. He gave him a game, and Haaland was nowhere to be seen. And every time Haaland got hold of the ball, I saw him really playing negative passes. He couldn't make any forward attempt towards the goal of Arsenal, and Haaland really found himself in a position of being taken off the field of play. And mind you, Julian Alves was left on the field of play, and I went ahead and really issued a very good warning to the people that really think Haaland is really one of the best strikers in the world. The Premier League, when you come in your first season, you have a chance to excel in everything that you want, and they always use that first season as a blueprint to say to it that they earmark you and obviously get you to where they want to be. And now as it stands, they've gone ahead to learn Haaland, and they're going to mark him in a very, very, very huge way. And if at all Haaland happens to score the same number of goals he scored last season for Man City, I'll give him a 5-finger salute, because he would have gone ahead to really defy my prediction for him. That is it. So, Haaland was pocketed by Saliba, and I give Saliba an 8.5 out of 10 in this game. Thomas Partey, oh my God, he's the single pivot that is going to obviously see the likes of Rodri be nowhere to be seen in this game. He has shown us the exact importance of him. He has gone ahead to prove Arteta right on why he really said no to his departure from Arsenal. Remember, very many teams have always wanted to sign him, but he said he wanted to go. Mikel Arteta told him, please give us at least a season, then we'll let you go next season. And he saw the importance of Thomas Partey in that engine room. I think he only made one mistake, and it was when Phil Foden turned against him in the second, I think in the first, was it the first third, second third of the pitch, and he let him go, and it was Aaron Ramsdale who came through and obviously saved the day for the Arsenal side. That is it. So for Partey, he also deserves an 8 out of 10 for me. He really played very well. Declan Rice, he had a very decent game today, and unless you were really a hater, but Declan Rice really put up a show. You saw those late runs he made as he retaliated back to come and obviously give aid to Thomas Partey. I saw him really steal some good balls, and he really looked great, solid in the midfield, meaning that Arsenal now have a workaholic number 8 who helps them going forward and even when they are defending. So in the offensive and the defensive, he's really good. I saw him really close down that midfield of Man City. Kovacic is a very good player, an experienced player who was going to hate to play at the top level for a very, very, very huge time. Rodri, one of the best CDMs in the world, that is no doubt. And they are facing Thomas Partey and Declan Rice, and they really had a very good go into the game. Now, after that, let's go to Declan Rice. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. That is it. Let's go to Martin Odegaard. This man ran and saw his head everywhere on the pitch. That is Martin Odegaard for you. I saw him really cheer up the fans of Arsenal when the game was still 0-0. Even when Man City took the lead, his tail really rallied the fans to cheer up more and more and more, to it that they obviously get enough energy and adrenaline to attack that City side and obviously see themselves winning. And that heart of never say die was really kept on by the captain and was leading by example. You saw his intricate pass that really laid towards the byline, and Bukayo Saka made a cut back to find Kai Havertz. That was Arsenal's best chance of the game, and it really deflected off, I think, the defender of Man City, and it never went inside. So Odegaard was really great. The way he really got hold of that ball and obviously passed through the midfield, those small pockets of space, he really deserves credit. Martin Odegaard for me, 8 out of 10 in that midfield. Bukayo Saka, some good game he had to play in for this Arsenal side and really put up a very huge performance on the day. He had a curling effort that was not really counted and it went far off the post, but his way of obviously really doing the needful on and off the ball for Arsenal was really great, and I really like the way he really played. That is Bukayo Saka for you, and I'm giving him an 7.5 out of 10. That is it. Now we go to Gabriel Martinelli. I think he had a little bit of a silent game. He was closed down very well by Kyle Walker because his best weapon is pace, and Kyle Walker couldn't really allow him to see it that he obviously did to them what he went ahead to do against Liverpool and very many other teams when he was playing for Arsenal. So I really believe he had a very silent game, and to me, I'm giving Martinelli a 7 out of 10 for me. Then we go to Kai Havertz. To me, I'm giving him a super 8. People won't really get to know what his role was if at all they never paid a lot of attention to detail in the field of play. He did the hold-up play very well. He won the physical battles, aerial duels, and he was really press resistant. He acted as a focal point or an apex of the attacks of Arsenal, and he was there. It shows you the reason as to why Mikel Arteta really bought him. Arteta thought that if at all he brings in Kai Havertz, he would have gone ahead to solve like 2 or 3 problems. If at all Bukayo Saka is injured, Kai Havertz can play there. If you want him to play in the midfield, Kai Havertz can play there. If you want him to lead the line of Arsenal when Jesus is really injured, you can have a top-class player to obviously lead the line of Arsenal, and the names of Kai Havertz. And today, he has led the line for Arsenal. He has gone ahead to put up a very wonderful performance for Arsenal, and I'm giving him a super 8 out of 10. That is Kai Havertz for you. Now, we go to the substitutes. Leandro Trossard. He scored the goal, and I think he was the most important player on the field of play for the 28 minutes came on through 4, and even Statement Dev has gone ahead to obviously put up his game by numbers. 89% passing accuracy, 12 touches, 8 passes completed, 2 out of 3 ground duels, 1 goal, and that is Leandro Trossard for you. And I'm giving him an 8.5 out of 10 for me. He really did what Arsenal needed, because if all those players were in the field of play more than him and they never scored a goal, they never even risked it, that they obviously maybe put the goalkeeper of Man City on pressure, and Trossard comes in through and does it, why don't I give him an 8.5 out of 10? Because he was one of the best performing players on the field of play and forced that game into a draw, and it went into the penalties. And he also took his penalty very well. Ice cold Belgian international, and he did the job. So I'm giving him an 8.5 out of 10. His composure of really taking an extra touch and obviously shoot towards goal for the ball to obviously deflect off a Kanji to go into the back of the net was really impeccable, and he was really flawless, and he just released that shot and he made it count, and Arsenal just saw themselves go into penalties by Man City. That is Leandro Trossard, 8.5 out of 10. Kieran Tierney is another one that came on through. I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. Then the other one that came in through was Emily Smith-Rowe. He came on through. I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. And Fabio Vieira, I'm giving him a 7.5 out of 10 because in the preseason, he really missed his penalty against Manchester United, way above the bar. But this time around, he came up and obviously scored it in the top left corner, and it counted to give Arsenal the win, and they lifted the cup. Who else came on through? I don't think another one came in through. I think he brought on like 4 players: Emily Smith-Rowe, Trossard, Fabio Vieira, and Kieran Tierney. Then for the manager, that is Mikel Arteta, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. That way he really changed the system of play when he wanted a win. No sooner had Man City really scored than he brought on Fabio Vieira and Leandro Trossard to see to it that the system, plus Emily Smith-Rowe, Kieran Tierney, so to it that the system goes to a 3-4-3, meaning that he put up 3 forwards. That was Bukayo Saka, Leandro Trossard, and Fabio Vieira. 3-4-3 was the system, and he wanted it to go on that way, to see it that Arsenal really presses and gets the way. But the display of Arsenal was really legit, and I think today Mikel Arteta outpassed Pep Guardiola. And now, who is my man of the match? My man of the match is obviously Leandro Trossard. Who else could it be? If you tell me Julian Timber, I would say yes. If you told me William Saliba, I would say yes. But for me, I go with Trossard because he scores the most important goal of the game that obviously gives Arsenal a chance to take the game to penalties. So, your thoughts onto my player ratings are welcome in the comment section below. Who was your man of the match? Tell me your honest thoughts about your man of the match, and I'll be here really waiting for you guys to come through and obviously lead discussions into the comment section below, and I'll be reading, and if at all I find something enticing, I'll react to it in our next video that is coming up in the next 2 hours to come. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God bless you abundantly. And my Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barak Love Fikum. Guys, see you in a Giffy. But congratulations to all Arsenal fans all over the world for lifting the Community Shield and being behind Man United in the list of the all-time FA Community Shield winners